Right here on Citizen Television, we want to update you on the breaking news we gave you a short while ago, and that was straight from Jubilee headquarters. Secretary General Raphael Tuju saying the Nairobi County nominations postponed from Friday to Monday. For further details, go to the website of Jubilee and you get more information. But for now, Nairobi County nominations postponed from Friday to Monday the 24th. My guest tonight, you've been seeing him all evening long. He is the governor of Bomet County. He's also the founder of Chama cha Mashinani, unless you want to call it Mashimoni.
Who are you quoting?
Your friend,
Isaac
Ruto, who yesterday and into today became principal number 5, co-principal, if you will, for NASA. That's why we've been asking you the questions. Would you vote for Isaac Ruto as the flag bearer of NASA? In fact, Governor, welcome to the show. Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Asante sana for your time.
Right.
And you kept your word. I appreciate that.
Yes.
I know you've been very busy.
Yes.
Tomorrow you have a big announcement.
Right.
Before we go to that, let's get some tweets, because tweets are coming in very thick and very fast.
Let's see.
Very thick, very fast. Monica, what do we have? Simon Ngetich, you say, ask Isaac Ruto to approximate the numbers he is bringing to NASA. It seems the whole plan is not feasible. What kind of numbers are you bringing?
About 1.5 million.
Oh, come on.
Why not?
From where?
You're scared.
South Rift?
South Rift and the Rift Valley are...
1.5 million.
Yes. Yes. Start from the Pokot all the way to Narok and Transmal.
You're bringing 1.5 million votes?
Yes.
What took you so long then? What
is that too much?
What took you so long to come to NASA, to go to NASA then?
We were on the way. We were supposed to arrive tomorrow. That is the script.
That's the script?
Yes.
It was tomorrow?
Yes.
And you came in early?
Yes.
You came in early, why? Were you afraid you might be left out?
By a day or two.
Were you afraid you might be left out?
I wanted to give you an opportunity to talk to me on Wednesday.
As what, flag bearer?
Yes.
Flag bearer.
And as you can see, the votes are coming in.
By the way, there's someone who just abused me a little bit. Let me just go to that tweet. He's saying,
yes.
Anasema, let me just go to a real... Yeah, Oduya Paul O. He says, we have his word for joining NASA.
Yes.
He has not stated his interest in presidency unless you have an agenda, Jeff. Are you interested in the presidency?
Not right now.
Okay, fair answer.
Unless, Jeff, you want to give it to me. I wouldn't mind. I can be president and governor of Bomet.
In which constitution?
We can rearrange it.
Joel says, Isaac Ruto completes NASA Pentagon. South Rift ground has shifted, no doubt.
Right.
You agree?
That's what I was telling you, yes.
It's shifted.
It's shifted. That's for sure.
What are you going to tell William Ruto, your namesake?
I did not tell him anything. I've told him as much as I could.
He owns the Rift.
He owns nothing.
He's the king of the Rift.
Oh, where? Since when? Who crowned him? There is no such thing. We have no kings. We make our decisions on the basis of what is most feasible and what is right.
And you can take him on?
Why not? I've done that before. I'll continue to do so.
Yesterday you said you're not really interested in the presidential office,
yes,
or running mate. You
yes,
just want to support the other 2 or the other 4.
Right.
Is that still true?
That's my agenda for now. All I want from them is good governance. I want proper devolution. I want functions, resources to follow functions as per the constitution. And we want to see growth, real growth in Mashinani. And not the type of growth we were seeing today being reported by the statisticians.
But when you were chairman of the Council of Governors, remember you were the first chairman?
Right, I was.
You were applauding devolution. You were celebrating devolution.
Right.
Why the about face? Why have you changed?
No, I have not changed. I've indicated that they are not getting it right. They have just announced recently, about a week ago. That's one of the reasons that pushed me more to NASA. They are saying they have completed devolution, and that they don't expect to do anything more than that. Devolution, in my view, is not done.
And you think
you'll be 35% done?
You think NASA will be different?
Yes, NASA will. We've discussed, and I'm convinced they are going to do better.
Okay, real quick. Who else? Monica, who do we have? Kipenju. He says, I would vote for him. He is a politician on his own and not anybody's sycophant.
I have never been one.
Come on, you were in Kanu once.
I think we are in agreement with
You were in Kanu once.
That didn't mean I was a sycophant. Does that?
Everyone
was in Kanu, including Jeff.
Okay.
By association. Okay, let's proceed.
Mwana Nchi. He says Governor Ruto has been sent to NASA to confuse them. He has sensed defeat. That's what they're saying. They say you've sensed defeat.
Where?
Even Laboso.
Where?
They say even Laboso could beat you, hands down, in your county.
If she could beat me, I wouldn't be joining NASA.
Maybe
I would probably be rushing back to Jubilee.
No.
On my knees. I would be running back to Jubilee on my knees.
But you know,
if she was an issue.
The latest polls say she is ahead of you.
I want to tell you that even Dr. Koinange is ahead of her. And Dr. Koinange was given 7%. So it must have been 3.7%. That's what she has.
Yeah. So you think you're winning?
I will.
Okay, why are you going?
Flat out. Yes, I will.
But your primary interest is Bomet's governor.
Yes, that's what I'm contesting for. I'm not contesting for the presidency, by the way. I'm just joining them as a co-principal for the management of the affairs of this republic.
What if this council that's putting together the flag bearer and deputy, what if they say Isaac Ruto should be the flag bearer or the deputy? Will you take it?
No, I will not.
What?
I will not.
You won't take it?
I have no interest right now for the presidency. I'm only interested in a better republic. We have to detribalize this country. We've got to come together as Kenyans. We've got to discuss. We've got to agree on the best way forward. And all we need is the best ideas on the table.
Okay.
Not which tribe. That is what I abhor.
Who amongst these four then? Who amongst those four would you want to see as your flag bearer?
No, that's another discussion for another day.
No, it's not, because they say it might happen tomorrow.
It might happen, but
you may have leakage.
It's not for this forum.
Come on.
Why should I?
Between us.
Eh?
Between us.
Between me and you?
Yes.
I wish you were one of the principals. I would vote for you. That would be my preferred presidential candidate.
You would vote for me?
I would vote for you. In the morning.
In the
Pretty early.
But I could never run against my brother, you know that.
Why not?
Never.
No, this has nothing to do with brothers. This is about leadership. It's about a calling.
Yes.
Unless you have no calling.
My calling
then
is...
I would expect you to run against your brother. Why not?
My calling is not yet determined.
Not yet determined.
But tell me something.
Right.
Raila Kalonzo.
Yes.
It looks like the most likely one. It's a repeat of 2013. It looks like it. With all intents and purposes, that looks like the ticket.
Let's wait and see.
Would you?
Let's give it.
Would you endorse that?
Let's give it about 4 days.
I thought they said tomorrow.
Okay, let's give it until tomorrow. Why do you want to preempt?
Oh, no, I don't want to preempt.
No preempt.
It's just that.
No preempting.
But we
just wait.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what do you tell Jubilee right now? There are 5 of you.
Yes.
There are 5 of you.
Right now they have postponed their nomination.
Only in Nairobi County?
I want to ask them to postpone everything. Just just produce the list and give it to IBC. They are going to rig these elections. You have it from Mandago. No other than Mandago. They are going to rig these elections. So let them just give us the list. They have indicated they are also going to look at degrees. I don't know whether they have some vice chancellors in Jubilee to start vetting the degrees. I don't know what they are up to.
Yeah.
They are biting more than they can chew. I can see something much more sinister.
Are they in the fight of their political lives? Because it seems like...
Of course they are scared because they are going to be first term. I mean one term. It's a one-term government.
That's what you're saying?
Yes.
You're saying President Uhuru Kenyatta and Deputy President William Ruto
will be one term. Are you scared? All I'll need to do is to add them the other 13. Then they come to 18. Then divide by 2. So it would be 9. No problem. They will only miss it by 1 year. So don't worry.
They will have 9 years.
9 years.
Okay, there's a tweet here all the way from New Jersey.
Yes.
Joseph Lister Nyaringo.
Yes.
He says, ask Governor Ruto this. Since he has joined NASA, why can't he encourage Senator Gideon Moi of KANU to also join. After all, you share a common philosophy. Kenyans vividly remember KANU Secretary General took on Ndani's speech.
Yes. Yeah, I condemn Ndani, but he doesn't know where. Is it Jubilee, NASA, or KANU? I think he was saying he's in Ndani or KANU. I don't think he meant anywhere else.
Salat is your friend, by the way.
He is my friend.
He's your friend.
He's my friend.
But what about Senator Gideon Moi, who already has endorsed President Kenyatta?
He's a very good friend of mine. That is his opinion. Right. That is his opinion.
Yeah.
He is entitled to it.
But
Jubilee is telling him off that they don't need him. They even don't need his support.
They told who?
They told Gideon. They have kept telling him all over the place. Duale, William Ruto. They're even questioning his education background. By the way, with whom did he go to school?
Gideon.
Yes.
With us.
Oh, okay. So you can confirm he went to school? Can you confirm? Yes. That you tell the deputy president that you can confirm Gideon went to school?
Yes.
But we were told he didn't go to school.
Who said that?
The deputy president, just recently in Bomet, sitting with Martha Karua and Kiunjuri, Moses Kuria, and allies.
Tell me something.
Yes.
What is your beef with Deputy President William Ruto?
No, it is currently the beef is about his abuses all over the place, but we've got an ideological difference. He's more pro accumulation. I'm more interested.
What is pro accumulation? What do you mean?
He's more preoccupied with that. I would rather we get resources making development grow. I want to see the economy growing at the rural areas. I want to see real economy growing where it matters. You saw today the reports that were in the news. That, they are telling us that economic growth was based on things like only accommodation, real estate, and such like things. Hardly anything in real terms that will put food on the table in the rural areas. You saw agriculture went down. There is no food. I want to tell you that there is serious problems. We can't pay school fees out there in Mashinani. Our children are not getting educated. They are falling out of school. So why you expenses is very, very expensive.
Why are you blaming William Ruto on that?
I'm not blaming William Ruto. I'm blaming the management of Jubilee. I want them to understand that there has to be a shift in terms of the focus. We must grow the economy from below. We can't continue talking about real estate. It hardly puts food on the table.
But investors are streaming into this country. They're bending over backwards.
You are talking about investors. Yes, investors. They are welcome. But how about the food? How about the masses of this country? How about the 90% of Kenyans who right now are asking Uhuru Kenyatta for unga in Kisumu? They are asking us for the same in the villages. There is a serious problem about the price of unga. It is now 160 a 2 kilogram of maize, not even ground, just maize, raw maize at 160 shillings. That's about 80 shillings a kilo. So this is the highest ever.
A moment ago you mentioned...
we are talking about... we've got to refocus the way we are moving in this country.
A moment ago you also mentioned William Ruto's abuses. What are those abuses?
Like calling us Chama Chama Shimoni, like calling us Takataka, like calling us Mashakani. I have not abused Jubilee. I don't abuse Jubilee. It's not just me. He's abused. He's giving out abuses all over the country.
Weren't you there at the forefront of URP? Weren't you one of the founders?
Yes, and one of the issues, one of the strengths of URP was not abusing others. That was not part of the agenda.
But you were there.
I was
William Ruto, Aiden Wale.
Yes, we were in Jubilee. We were in
URP.
URP. Yes, we formed URP, and we had very clear set goals. We wanted devolution, and we even input in the Jubilee manifesto. We wanted 40% of the resources to be devolved.
But then they got up to 33%, and that counting.
Jeff, that is a lie. I wish you could ask me for the real mathematics. I want to tell you that we are talking about, we want 40%, or even if it was 33%, it should be 33% of the revenues collected last year and ascertained by the Exchequer by the Auditor General. That probably could be about 1.4 trillion. What is that, 30% of that? What is it?
400 billion.
Yes. Is that what they are giving? That is not what they are giving. That's not even what they are proposing.
But at the same time, Governor, and this is the question that a lot of people have been asking, every governor who stood in 2013, just about all of them, all 47, are now billionaires. They're billionaires.
Where is it?
It's true.
Am I a billionaire myself?
I was about to ask you, Governor.
Why don't you find out?
Are you a billionaire?
Am I one of the billionaires?
You have a big house.
And there is where?
You have lots of cows.
Where?
In Bomet.
Is that worth $1 billion? Is it even, what is it worth? Let me tell you, Jeff, a lot of this propaganda is pure propaganda by Jubilee.
Oh, come on. The governors have enriched themselves.
Like which one? Show us. Just show us. You are talking about things that are just in the air. It is perception. It is not real. They're just ordinary people living their normal.
You're saying no governor has enriched themselves?
I have no idea. I cannot give you any evidence here.
Okay.
And I wish you could.
Are you a billionaire?
I wish you could.
Are you a billionaire?
I am not.
Are you a millionaire?
I am not. But you need to define what it is. They give me a good salary as a governor.
Right.
$1 million shillings a month.
Yes.
Or plus.
Right.
That's what I get.
Yeah.
Yes.
That new house you built?
I have no new house.
That house?
Where? At home?
With the new cows?
No. That is where I live. I've been living for the last 20 years. Jeff, I would rather you come in there.
I was there that time. Did we spend time in Bomet?
Yes.
Did we spend time?
But you didn't come to my house.
No, you didn't invite me.
I wish I could. But you were too busy and you wanted a more cozy place. And you see, my house would be a bit smoky. You wouldn't probably. We would have to put some kuni.
Yes.
In the fireplace.
It's too smoky.
To cook for you.
Tell me something. Why do most senators want to be governor now? I mean, why is that? Isn't
because senators, I think initially they didn't understand the Constitution. If you see most of the senators, they had been politicians before.
Yeah.
And a large number of them have been senior politicians, that is for sure. They have been in parliament for long. Quite a number of governors are pretty new, straight from business or corporations. Yeah. Very few of us. I think we are basically about 3 or 4.
How many of you are going to come back? Give me a number. How many of you out of 47?
We are 47, huh? I wouldn't want, I'm not a soothsayer or whatever. But I believe quite a number will be back.
Will be back?
Yes. I wouldn't give you the number.
Even Mandago?
Yes, Mandago should come back unless they rig him.
Look at Murutu today.
I can see they want to rig him.
Murutu is 1 step away. 1
step away?
Yes, from losing.
I understand they are not completed. They have not completed the counting.
They're going to recount in 5 or redo in 5.
Let them finish the vote. Then we can discuss about Murutu.
Yeah.
Yes, but I bet he'll be coming in as independent.
Are you coming back?
Yes, I am. I wouldn't be here.
Can you beat Laboso?
I'm not beating Laboso. She's the one challenging me. It's not a question of me beating Laboso. Laboso is not my opponent. She's simply trying to challenge me. But it doesn't take me away from focusing on what I want to achieve, not just for Bomet, but also for the country. Yes, I'm not focused. I've not even done any campaigns. I have not started campaigning in Bomet. Yeah, she's busy running around and others. That does not quite bother me.
But doesn't it bother you? There's a distinct ability. I mean, it could happen that she could beat you. What are you going to do on August the 9th if you found out she's beaten you? What are you going to do? Go back to your cows?
Why not? I have no problem with that. I can go back and continue with the cows. But I have no intentions of doing that right now. She's not about to beat me, I can assure you. She's not about to do that. Yes. And she knows it.
Someone was saying, you coming into NASA at this point, 4 months to go to the elections, no flag bearer, you coming in complicates things more.
For who?
For NASA.
For NASA?
Yes.
How? I am coming in to help them even identify the presidential candidate. I'll help them.
You'll help them and you won't tell us?
I'll help them, and I don't have to tell you.
Okay. Do you have the person in mind?
No, we'll look at the issues, and I understand that it's a technical committee.
But you have your recommendation?
Yes, I have my recommendation.
You have your preferred candidate?
Oh, yes, I do.
Is
My
it Baba?
preferred candidate?
Is it Baba?
My preferred candidate?
Yes.
No, I have ideas on how to arrive at a presidential candidate.
You do?
Yeah, but I don't have a specific individual. But I would like to sit there and help them make a decision.
You just said you have a specific candidate.
No. I have no specific candidate, but I have got an idea on how to arrive at one. And it's right here in the pocket. But I don't want to give it to you. Just wait.
Governor.
Just hold your horses,
Governor.
until tomorrow.
Governor.
Yes.
What if I reach into your pocket and just grab it?
No, I will disown it. I will say it's licked. No, not even licked, grabbed. I will say something.
It's been grabbed.
Yes.
Governor,
Right.
what if the candidate that you prefer doesn't become the one?
Now I want to tell you, I'm ready to discuss with my colleagues as to who is best and agree on that one. Whoever they arrive at, I will support. I will hit the road campaigning for such a person.
Even if it's Wetangula?
Yes.
You will hit the road?
I will hit the road.
Even if it's Madividi?
Yes. Even if it's Kalonzo, even if it's Katinga, I'm ready.
What if it's Isaac?
I will tell them, thank you very much, but wait for 2022. Give me the ticket.
You're willing to wait?
Yes.
You're patient enough to wait?
I am willing to wait.
So why don't you run against Deputy President right now? As you as number 2. So Ruto versus Ruto.
What is he running for?
Well, he's a running mate.
No.
You could be running mate.
No. He's simply broking for votes for your brother. He's not running. He's not asking for any seat.
But he's on the ticket. He's the running mate. You prefer to run against him in 22?
No, I don't even think I'll be running against him. I will simply be contesting.
Well,
not running against him. He is not an incumbent.
Yeah, but...
And you see, by then, there will be no Jubilee.
Yes.
There will be something else. Maybe he'll be heading the poor party, which he has recently acquired from Tuju. So he'll be the presidential candidate in poor party.
And you...
Or renamed, whatever it is.
And you?
Chama cha Mashinani.
Or Mashi?
Mashinani. No.
Okay.
Mashinani. CCM.
South Rift.
Right.
Very important constituency.
Yes, it is.
Jubilee thinks they have a stronghold on the South Rift. What do you tell them?
I encourage them to continue to imagine so. But they will see the reality on August 8th. That is not necessarily...
Do you think the rift is now split with you coming in?
I really don't want to continue to create an impression that we are out to divide the rift.
Okay.
We are simply going to look for votes across the constituencies. We only happen to both come from Rift Valley. Obviously, there will be those who will support Isaac Ruto. There will be those who will support William Ruto. If that is a split, then I don't know what it means. But I want to tell you that it has nothing to do with the fact that we are both Kalenjins. I mean, really, it's not about a Kalenjin agenda. And this does not affect the kinship, the cultural ties, the linguistic arrangement. That is natural. So that has nothing to do with that. It's all about the politics.
And money.
I'm not aware of.
Which you don't have.
Natural resources.
You don't have.
I don't have.
Yeah.
But that is not an issue. That has never been my weak point.
Fine. You don't have the money.
Yes.
You don't have Nick Salat or Gideon Moy in your camp.
Yes.
And you say you're going to bring
I have 190.
Which 190? 1.5 million?
Yes.
You have 1.5 million?
1.5 million and more. 1.5 million.
Where are these people?
Can you form a party? I give them to you. Are you running?
No, I'm not.
Why don't you contest against... Yes. Why not? Why not? You will be a better candidate.
Then who?
I don't want to mention names here. I can't ban the names.
But if someone was to ask you, Governor, what is the one thing that you bring to NASA? The one thing. Other than this imaginary 1.5 million people. What's the one thing?
I bring in a fresh grouping. I bring in fresh focus and strength of ideas. And I reinforce those who believe in parliamentary system of government.
That's what you bring in?
Yes. I reinforce those who believe in that.
You think that is enough to take on Jubilee and beat them in August?
Yes. That's more than enough. What do you need? This thing is not about the money. It's about the right ideas. And that's the direction we should move to.
People don't eat ideas, my friend.
Yes, but they eat economic growth. They eat economic growth. Look at the children now. A lot of young men are finishing university, they have got no jobs. Jubilee is busy with real estate, like you're telling me. Busy with the investors you're talking about. Busy about big business. We are talking about the real things. University students are now riding border borders. University students with masters are now busy keeping chicken. Are we focused on that? We are not. And this country is not focusing on the right things.
What makes you think you and the 4 others will be any different? That's what people keep asking.
That's why we are here. We wouldn't be, if we were the same, we would be in Jubilee. Yes, if we were the same, we would be busy in entrepreneurship.
Which you think is the biggest Achilles heel, if you will, for Jubilee?
Their failure to understand the needs of the common people. And that's the vast majority. Their failure to understand the needs of the youth of this country. The youth are suffering without bitterness right now. They are yet to express. They are being fed with the wrong idea, the wrong answers for the questions they are asking. They are being told, wait until Ruto becomes president. Wait until Uhuru Kenyatta finishes his term. They are being told all the wrong things. That we are Kalenjins, we are Kikuyu. Being Kikuyu or being Kalenjin has nothing to do with your welfare. The question is, how are we managing the economy?
Yeah.
The question is, how are we growing it? Are we building one Kenya? Or do we want to continue talking about tyranny of numbers? Tyranny of numbers? What are you talking about? It should then bring the ideas to tyrannize with your ideas. Tell us how to improve this country. And we can no longer continue talking as if there is something wrong with an El Molo becoming a president of this republic. Let us bring our minds to the right plane. We can no longer continue preaching tribalism during election period.
Yeah. But let's face it,
let's discuss issues.
This is a very tribal country.
How is it very tribal?
It's very tribal.
It is very tribal in the minds of the leaders. If the leaders themselves stop tribalizing issues, then we would move a lot. We will move steps. This tribal agenda is the one that keeps taking us to chaos every year. We don't want chaos in elections.
No, we don't.
We don't want any more chaos. We nearly destroyed the country in 2007.
Yeah.
And it was on the basis of tribalism. And it doesn't give anybody any benefit whatsoever.
Yeah.
Whether it is Otuoma in Busia leading this country is immaterial. The question is, what is it bringing on the table? And let us allow the political plan to be competitive on the basis of ideas.
You speak like a presidential candidate, and yet you insist you're not.
I am not. But I can see there are 47% of the people are asking me to run.
Look at that. Look at that.
This is very strange.
The numbers. The question we've been asking you all evening, ladies and gentlemen, is would you vote for Isaac Ruto as NASA's flag bearer? 47% say yes. You're almost up to 50.
Starting from yesterday?
Today.
Today?
An hour ago.
An hour ago? They're asking me to vote?
It's going to your head now, isn't it?
I will ask them to allow me to contribute the ideas. I will contribute the ideas.
But you won't run?
I won't run.
You won't take it?
No.
If it's given to you, you won't take it?
I have no intentions. I'm not in NASA to run for any top seat.
Before we go to
I'm Governor Bomet.
Okay, good. Before we go to commercial, Governor Bomet, what happened to the fire engines?
The fire engines are working very well.
Where?
In Bomet, and it has even supported Kericho all the way to Nakuru.
Come on.
They are working very well.
Come on.
There are some fellows who are saying that it is because the vehicle is small.
Yes.
That because the vehicle is small, it is wrong.
Yeah.
This is the vehicle that goes around the machinery. This is the vehicle that can go into lanes. It can move faster. It arrived in Kericho and was able to sort out the fire in Kericho.
That thing.
And Litein.
That thing.
Ah, my friend, you're calling it that thing.
I have more firefighting equipment in this extinguisher than in your ambulances on fire trucks.
Wow. You think it is comparable to this one?
What?
This one will only put off a stove. We are talking about fire ravaging towns.
Yes.
You talking about this one?
Yeah.
Oh, Paul. That one moves faster, has 4,000 liters. No, 3,000 liters.
So why do the people complain that they don't work?
No, that was just propaganda. Those machines work. And I suggest you go check. You get somebody to check for you.
Yeah.
We've assisted several schools in Kericho County, not in Bomet. We've assisted Kapkatet.
Putting out fires.
Putting out fires in Kapkatet Secondary School. Call the principal and ask. We've put out fires in Litain. We've also put out fires in Kericho.
If someone's listening from what?
Yeah, Kapkatet.
Yes,
Let them call.
If you're listening, tweet us, text us.
Ask them about Litain.
Yeah.
Ask them about Kericho.
Yes.
Yes, ask them.
Good. Let's go to commercial break.
Which vehicle arrived faster? Is it mine or theirs?
Governor, we're going to take a commercial break. Come back and talk about Bomet a little bit. Because there's a big complaint in Bomet that Isaac Ruto only hires relatives.
I have 5,000
relatives.
Employees.
How many of those are family? 4,999?
No. A very insignificant number. And then, by the way, I can't miss relatives in Bomet.
Yeah, but
was I supposed to miss relatives?
No, but you just don't hire them arbitrarily.
No, we don't hire.
That's the biggest complaint.
No, I would like to hear from whoever is saying that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, if you're watching from Bomet, does this man hire only relatives?
That's not true.
Tweet us. Number 22422. You can tweet us at Isaac Ruto Gov, at Koinange Jeff, of course, at Citizen TV Kenya. Hashtag, as always, JK Live. Governor, we're going to take a break. Come back, talk some more, okay? Right. Thank you so much.
I wouldn't mind.
You are watching Jeff Koinange Live, right here at Citizen Television. Whoa! I tell you, the governor, he's taking a punch and giving it right back. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment.